Hi guys. So the message I got as I was taking my little drink there, it's funny how I can just fall like that quickly into a channeling. I was guided to just show you one of these little mushrooms, which actually they're pretty big and they're just so cool looking. So I had to show you guys a close-up of this thing. Oops, sorry about that. Because it's just so neat looking. So this was part of the message I was receiving this morning about togetherness and about opening ourselves and opening ourselves to the elements and the elementals and to connect with the earth. And when you love yourself and you take the time for this self-care simply means doing what brings you the highest joy in that moment. Is it eating something? Is it drinking something? Is it walking? Is it talking to nature? But we've got to get ourselves out of the chair and out of our minds and into our hearts. And this is the biggest, easiest, freest tool we have, is to spend time in nature. Because as you connect to things like this amazing mushroom, this guy's giving off information. He's giving off light codes. He's giving off, if you just listen, you're going to hear amazing things. It's your higher self talking to you through every single thing you see. The mushroom, the leaf, the little tiny yellow flower, these little teeny tiny, tiny little wild violets. I mean, these things are barely visible when you're standing up and not paying attention. But these magnificent little treasures are where we connect to our galactic families, to our hybrid children, to our human hearts. This is where you connect to your highest heart. Well, if that gives you an idea, there's my hand. Touch them, talk to them, touch the leaves and the flowers and the water. This is how you find yourself. But you have to make the decision to make that a priority and to stop thinking it's not important. Because it's these connections that we have with nature and the earth and the sky and the elements and the air and the ether and the sun. This is what our native ancestors understood, that when you speak to nature, it responds to you. The storms respond to you. The animals respond to you. Flowers respond to you. Many of us, if you've ever studied telekinesis, they tell you to start with plants. Start with literally a plant in your home and begin to exchange energy, connect with it. See if you can make the leaf move. What can you hear from it? We know that if you hook up an EEG machine to it, that you can hear the music coming from the plants. So this is not something that I haven't already shared in who knows how hundreds of videos, I'm sure. So, but we aren't listening. We still aren't hearing it. We still aren't doing it. We're still not using these tools. And even as spiritual teachers, we also have to use these tools. We have to go back to our own basics and remember that we are all students and we are all teachers, and that everything is a chakra activation. Look at this beautiful, gorgeous, grounding chakra activation in these berries. Now, someone told me recently, if I'm not mistaken, if it's this plant, that these berries make an outstanding tea that is so delicious and so powerfully activating, if you will. And look how grounding that is. And look at these beautiful leaves and the colors and the spots. You can't even begin to imagine the kind of information you're going to get from your higher self and your guides, and the languages that are going to come through, the messages. It doesn't always have to be written down. Sometimes it's not supposed to be written down. There are so many times when I've received information, I'm like, oh wait, I want to write this down so I can share it. They're like, Can you accept for this moment that this just belongs to you? That this is only for you, and it's for your growth, your expansion. It's for you to become the teacher that you came here to be. That the information is for you, to activate you. It doesn't need to be shared, because even by you absorbing it, you're already sharing it. Just by you breathing it in, listening, taking it into your heart space, you are already sharing it with every single collective. This is the gravity of these intentions. This is the gravity of the information that they've been hammering into our heads. So allow nature to give you the activations you're looking for, because the answers are already there inside of you. In every bird song, in every leaf. You guys already know this stuff. So now it's time to come together and alchemize with each other. To start practicing this stuff on your own, getting out there, joining other people, alchemizing. Feel the winds of change blowing. Can you hear it, guys? It's coming. The hurricane's already crossed the Tennessee border. This is a cleansing. This is the time of the new earth. This is the time of the new thinking. It's the time of the new being, the new way of believing about yourself and what you're capable of, what the alchemy of you and nature and being with this energy, hearing the music of the stars, hearing the music of the planets, hearing the music of the animal and plant kingdoms of your own earth, the water, the water, the water, the water. The stones. We saved these stones just because they're amazing. They're amazing. And they're sharp and they're significant. And they make amazing sound. And look at the sacred geometry. These sacred symbols that's in everything. Everything. And the beauty of everything around us. If you let it be beautiful. If you find its beauty. For you will find everything you're seeking. You will find the ugly. You will always, always support what you focus on. There is no other way. The universe, that's the way the universe works. Energy flows where focus goes. Whether it's a job you have, a home, a habit, everything you do, you will do to support that habit. Everything you do, every hobby you have, your life will be supported around that highest joy. You will live near the places that serve that highest joy. You will buy the tools that are required. You will go to school and learn about that hobby. Wherever your focus, whatever you're focusing on, your energy will flow there. If you look for a job in a specific place, well, then you're going to be focusing on that area. You're going to be looking for a home in that area. All your energy and everything you do, everything you think, everything you are take into consideration in your life is going to be, because that's where you're focusing your energy. So of course, if you're focusing your energy on someplace else or something else, then the universe has no choice but to return that to you, depending on how much focus of your energy you're putting toward it. It's time to set the seeds for the new earth to ground in order to fly. The eagle's nest literally is in these trees, right past these trees. And I'm reminded almost daily in the diversity of the eagle and the hummingbird and the hawks and the turkey vultures and every other creature and critter that roams here has a message and a purpose and an equal part of existence. And as we alchemize with this, we alchemize with each other. We learn to embrace our uniqueness. No bird judges its song. It just sings it. Just is. So we offer these alchemical light codes of nature, for they all are the languages of lights. All of them are the languages of lights. And the winds of change blow as we alchemize and combine our energies, letting down our defenses, letting down our judgments. For as you become one with yourself, as you love yourself and accept thyself, you are then able to accept all other beings equally, seeing each as the perfect instrument, the perfect instrument. You are all tuning to the same frequency, the same pitch. You're all singing the same song, just different verses. Allow yourselves to connect with all that you are simultaneously, for you are now experiencing, feeling your simultaneous other selves. They're showing themselves to you, delivering messages as they appear to you, no matter what they are, no matter what timeline they came from, no matter what star, no matter what you think you are or what you've done. Do not deny any of them, for they are you. They are here with a message. Ask them. Thank them, be grateful, and ask them, what is your message? What have you come to show me in this now? For you are me, and I am you. And I love you. I accept you. I adore you. And I thank you for becoming a part of my soul. For asking. For each of us has an oversoul, and the oversouls have oversouls. And within and without them, they are collectives of energies. And yet in the beginning and in the end, for there is only the same, we are all from the one same soul. That is the divine message. So allow this connection. Allow this connection to serve you. Feel and hear the songs of Source. And realize that everything that you see, you've created. And you are creating in that moment and in that now. And see yourselves as the actual creators that you are. For what you see does not exist without you. It does not exist without your focus. Feel the sun, your solar plexus, the yellow chakra within you, expanding with love and ideas and strength, because it already exists within you. Already exists within you. There's nothing outside of you. You're not searching for something you don't already contain. That is impossible. You simply need to become the frequency. That is all. In body, mind, and spirit, we are one, and we are one soul. And you are recognizing your soul families now in the light languages, in the written star languages. You're recognizing your family in your dreams. You'll recognize your family as you meet on the streets. As you allow yourselves to flow with synchronicity, you will discover that each of them are a part of you, a message to you and from you. And with this, we will end this portion of the broadcast. And we will return with a light language activation blessing. And for now, allow your light to shine. For there is only now. Namiyado Kulayandasani, Inti Gashanatade, Kalambaya Nolekiruma, Allahai Kiasatashe. Namaste. Mahala.